A good son and a bad one. Long ago, after Adam and Eve left the Garden of Eden, they started a new life and had two sons. The older one was named Cain, and the younger was Abel. Cain grew up to become a farmer, planting seeds and growing crops in the fields. Abel became a shepherd, taking care of sheep and guiding them through green pastures. One day, Cain and Abel decided to bring offerings to God to show their gratitude. Cain gathered some fruits and vegetables from his fields, while Abel carefully chose the very best lamb from his flock. He wanted to give God something precious and special. God looked at both offerings. He was pleased with Abel's gift because it came from a loving and thankful heart. But God was not pleased with Cain's offering because Cain didn't give it with the same care or love. This made Cain very angry and upset. God noticed Cain's anger and spoke to him kindly. "Why are you so angry?" God asked. "If you do what is right, you will be accepted. But if you don't, sin is waiting at your door. It wants to control you, but you must rule over it." Instead of listening to God, Cain let his jealousy grow. One day, he said to Abel, "Let's go out to the field." Abel followed, trusting his brother. But when they were alone, Cain did something terrible. He attacked Abel and killed him. Later, God spoke to Cain again. "Where is your brother Abel?" God asked. "I don't know," Cain replied. "Am I my brother's keeper?" But God knew what had happened. "What have you done?" God said, "Your brother's blood is crying out to me from the ground. Because of this, the ground will no longer grow crops for you, and you will be a restless wanderer on the earth." Cain was terrified. "This punishment is too much for me," he cried. "Anyone who finds me will try to kill me." But God, being merciful, marked Cain to protect him so no one would harm him. Then Cain left God's presence and went to live in another land. Even though Abel's life was short, his love for God and his willingness to give his best remain a lesson for us all. Abel teaches us the importance of having a pure heart and always doing what is right. Later, Adam and Eve had another son named Seth. Through Seth's family, people began to worship God and call on his name again. This story reminds us to always give our best to God and to be kind to one another. Let's be like Abel, a good son who loved and honored God with all his heart. The end.